Have you ever wondered what life skills you'll need but won't get in school? Well, in this video, we'll be sharing with you 15 things that you won't learn in school that you should know. What school doesn't teach you is that you must educate yourself on these topics on your own time. You owe it to yourself to get ahead of the game and learn these life skills. Chances are, you'll only remember what you studied in school if you don't go out of your way and learn other essential skills. Now, let's get this list going. 15. Investing. Every person on earth should try to grasp the concept of money. To start off, you should at least have some familiarity with savings, credit, budgeting, as well as banking and investing. It may seem like a lot to handle, but learning the basics of these principles is a terrific place to start for novices. And if you're wondering where you can get such information, this channel is a good start, so go ahead and tap the subscribe button. There are plenty of free resources available online, especially from Google and YouTube, which have opened up a lot of possibilities for you to get your research done quickly. Look up each of these topics separately and read everything you can. Just make sure you don't fall for any get-rich-quick videos. They're almost all hoaxes. If you choose to venture into investments, be sure to have stocked up enough funds before investing, and that's where savings come in. As much as we may want to experience the thrill of flying 100 feet in the air, the pleasure of sipping red wine in a vineyard, the scuba diving experience with corals and sea animals, it will all remain a fantasy unless you master the art of investing. You'll require money to go on any of these activities, which isn't simple to come by. In life, your money will always have to go somewhere, such as food, clothes, bills, and maybe even visits to your parents. Before you know it, you'll realize that there isn't always much left over. So investments are pretty much very important to learn. 14. Relationships. School doesn't teach you how to establish healthy relationships, which is one of the most important things you can learn. In school, lovely words were essential to sustaining a love relationship. Actions, on the other hand, like how to communicate in real life, weren't taught. How to properly care for our relationships, how to handle a disagreement, or even how to trust one another. The list could go on and on. It's never a good idea to ignore relationship counsel. Even in modern-day relationships, when both spouses go above and beyond to contribute to the relationship, it's more probable that the partnership will be healthy. You examine the individual, paying attention to their activities and noting how they affect you. So not only should you be careful with your words, but also your actions and gestures. Ask yourself this: would you rather invest a few hours of your life researching relationship tips to have a long-lasting relationship, or risk an unhealthy, life-damaging, and broken relationship by not doing any research at all? The choice is yours. 13. How to handle emotions. We don't really think about it, but our emotions are extremely volatile things, especially as teenagers. Going through puberty thinking the whole world is against you, yet all this could have been managed if you were guided in school. Imagine if you learned how to control your emotions, or at least learn how to deal with them. A few simple tricks and you could go your whole life with a fresh and relaxed mind. Being self-aware is the first step. Understand what you're feeling and why. Then, accept those emotions and determine how to work with them. Although school won't teach you much about this, one of the easiest ways to calm yourself down is by writing or typing out your thoughts. This will control any unwanted outbursts. 12. Taxes. Everyone often says how important it is to learn about taxes, but we never had the opportunity in school. It's quite a shocker considering how taxes work in the real world. These fees are imposed by the government to assist in the improvement of public infrastructure, such as roads, education, technology, health programs, and other important services. Some great areas to consider include understanding the various tax brackets, as well as knowing how to pay your taxes. No one is ever taught when to pay taxes, or how much deduction to expect once they start earning a living, making all the information vague. How much money should you really set aside for taxes? When you establish your own business or get a job, learning these basic concepts will help you understand the notion of taxes. And of course, keep you out of trouble with the government. 11. Real estate. Whether you do it for profit or not, real estate is one of the most crucial topics that school doesn't teach you. Of course, you want to buy property in the future, and knowing how it all works is essential to doing it correctly. At this moment in your life, would you know what to do if someone handed you $1 million and told you to go and buy a house? Before you sweat your palms out, there are some key things you may want to consider. The housing costs in the specific neighborhood of interest, understanding how mortgages work, and how you could acquire one. It's also safer to understand the fine print in any agreements to avoid future surprises. Learning all the nuances for yourself will save you money. Real estate is a terrific method to develop wealth, so brushing up on these issues now could save you a lot of work later. Okay, so I'd like you to do something for me before we continue. Pause this video right now and do me a huge favor by hitting the like button. If you did, you're awesome, and thank you so much for your support. 10. Negotiation skills. People negotiate their entire lives, even when they're children. Consider how you'd approach your parents about allowing your friend to stay the night, or stay a bit longer. As we grow older, it appears that many of our negotiating skills begin to deteriorate. If only they'd teach us this in school, maybe we'd be able to score the best deal in the market. There's plenty of stuff you could get to your advantage: automobiles, houses, salaries, garages, phone bills, and so on. All it takes is for you to polish your questioning and persuasion techniques. To learn more about negotiating in general, I recommend watching videos of Chris Voss in action. He's a professional FBI and corporate negotiator. Maybe you could pick up a thing or two. 9. How to make a resume. Isn't it ironic that schools teach you that you need to apply for jobs after graduation, but they don't tell you how to develop the first thing that companies want to see? Of course, you may have learned a few basic resume suggestions in school, but do you even know how to construct one properly? Luckily for the internet, there are plenty of free templates available for your aid. If you're not looking for shortcuts, you can use free online sources to learn how to improve the sound of your resume. A quick tip for you is to always ensure it never exceeds 1 page in length. People want short, sweet, and to-the-point messages. 8. Entrepreneurship. School prepares you for college, which prepares you for employment. Even business classes are intended to assist you in working in or for a company. What school doesn't teach you is how to start your own business and what you'll need to get started. Many self-employed individuals will tell you for a fact the knowledge they have was self-taught. Capitalism will have you monetizing your passions, but as long as you're happy, why not? The entrepreneurship journey, however, is not as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, and every business is different and requires different things. But some elements are quite universal. Some of these things that you may need to learn as you embark on entrepreneurship include tracking of expenses and understanding your company structure. If you wish to manage your own business one day, it's best to get a head start by learning a thing or two. Remember, it's never too early. 7. Computer skills. You might have taken a couple of computer classes, but let's be honest, what did they teach you? Knowing your way around a computer is almost vital in today's ever-evolving tech and information era. Almost everything requires you to have some basic computer knowledge. Understanding office softwares such as PowerPoint, Excel, and Word, so knowing how basic components work, or even organizing data. Learning essential computer skills improves work opportunities and facilitates faster productivity. 6. Car maintenance. One of the things school doesn't teach you is how to take care of your car. After all, it's something you're going to be using for the most part of your life. For a start, it may not be the perfect place to start asking questions, since there's driving school that specializes in teaching you all about driving in cars. However, it's important to have this knowledge before you commit to some liabilities. Car maintenance includes changing your oil, fixing a flat tire, understanding how the engine works, and so on. As much as YouTube may have resourceful videos, how about you pay a visit to a local mechanic to get better insight about the specific model of your car? 5. Socialization skills. As you may have noticed, many people are having a hard time communicating with one another, especially in adolescents, who are also battling some form of anxiety. Having a global pandemic and tons of social media apps doesn't make things easier either. But all in all, socializing skills are very essential. It seems reasonable, doesn't it? It's far easier to communicate via text with close friends than with strangers who don't even know our first names. Socialization skills, on the other hand, are essential for creating relationships, becoming a better person, and even gaining better networks. Learn how to communicate with others in a courteous way and still maintain a voice to be heard in a group. Understand your body language to avoid misconceptions. Making small talk with strangers helps along the way because you tend to ease up a little. Don't overthink things if you're an introvert. Look at it this way. You've already mastered the art of not interrupting others, which is a difficult task for most people. 4. Networking. Networking is another benefit of having social skills. Simply by knowing someone, networking opens up an infinite number of doors. It could sound strange to a teenager or young adult. The phrase, "I know a guy," refers to the fact that those individuals can always get you what you require. They're naturally networkers, which is a difficult ability to master. The best place to start with networking, ironically, is school. Your college mates could be your entire universe. No kidding. You can't survive in life without networking or maintaining social contacts. If you require a job referral, a new home, the commencement of a business, and the formation of a social activist group, you may need some people to back you up. All of this implies that you must have solid interpersonal relationships. Talking to people in person isn't even usually a requirement of networking. Just ensure you build solid bonds with those who matter. With a phone, you can do a lot of it, from the convenience of your own home. 3. Time management. Time management is one of the most crucial skills that schools don't teach you. School is a major contributor to our lack of time management. Knowing how to arrange your life better will save you hours of extra effort, procrastination, and general stress for the rest of your life. The best way to manage time better is by setting objective-centric goals, both long-term and short-term. Also, to ensure you make the most out of your days, a daily planner should be in place. Set priority to the most important things and acquire tools such as a calendar or a planner app to help you keep track and meet deadlines. Practically, better time management skills have led to improved grades, productivity, and even moods among students. 2. How to cook. Cooking is a skill that can be taught quickly with little effort and research. I mean, you may not always have someone at your beck and call just to cater to your hunger needs. Also, don't you think it would be cool to fix yourself something real quick if at any point you craved it? You don't have to attend culinary school to prepare some basic meals. All you need is to spare some time to watch some cooking videos online and practice as often until you're good to go. There are plenty of popular cooking channels on YouTube, so I'm sure you're bound to find one that fits your taste palette. Remember, this is a skill that will set you for life. 1. To pursue your passions. It's easy to get caught up in the game of getting good grades, impressing your parents, attending college, and securing a 9-to-5 job. However, while some may find this admirable, many people simply want to pursue what they enjoy and live happily ever after, without a serious job title. The point is that even if you don't know what you love right now, you should never stop looking for it and pursuing it until you have any other options. A 9-to-5 is pleasant and comfortable, but what's life without any risks? Don't be scared to actively seek out new interests. Try them out and discover what you enjoy. One thing is for certain, school will not assist you in accomplishing your goals. Hopefully, these 15 things that school doesn't teach have given you a better insight of what you should try to learn on your own. Also, if you're interested, in the description are links to a couple of great courses that I'm sure will help you in your journey. Godspeed and have a great day, you guys.